Hello, everyone. I'm Beth. This is Deanne Castro, Creative Memories Advisor in Bakersfield, California. And I am so excited about the border for today. I mean, I'm excited about all of them, but I really liked the way this one came out. The concept is really easy, um, uh, but the details are a little um, have to be kind of right on. But once you've done this a couple of times, you guys are going to get this and you're going to really, really like it. Okay, so let me switch over to my desktop and I'll show you. Okay, so I happen to absolutely love, love, love the Sunflower Fields paper pack. I love the colors. I love the flowers. Um, it's just one of my all-time favorites. And so this border is made with one sheet, 6 by 12 piece of paper, and that's it. It has to be a piece that you really like both sides. So see, this side is just some light yellow dots, and this side is some really pretty yellow flowers. But Um, I really like this because using both sides of the paper, it gives us some really pretty dimension. So it's like this one here. I used the jumbo circle to make these. So see, this outlines this paper here, and this was the other side. So let me show how I did it. This piece of paper right here was this one. So I've got a lot of these flowers on one side and yellow stripe on the other. And one back over here. Okay, so I'm going to take this 6 by 12 inch piece of paper. It's probably a little bit bigger than 6 inches, but no big deal. It really isn't going to matter a whole lot. So you're going to want to take the jumbo circle pattern. Now, I don't know if you can see them, but I have mine marked about every, it's on a clock, like every 5, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So I have it marked all the way around. So this one, let's see, this would be the top. This will be 3 o'clock. This one would be 9 o'clock. Okay. So what I want you to do is just take the jumbo circle and set it fairly close to the top and kind of center it on this paper. Okay. Next, you're going to take your ruler and you're just going to go to both sides here and you're going to mark 1 3/4 inches down on this side and this side. So it really kind of doesn't matter where you mark it, as long as you make sure that 1 3/4 is close to the side. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. So this is 1 inch, ½ inch, 1 3/4. So I'm going to mark it like right here. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure this is up close to the top of the paper and then mark it at 1 3/4 inches. Move a little more. Okay. It doesn't have to be a really big mark. Okay. Just, oh, I don't really want to lift this up here without holding it down real good. So see how I just got that little dot right there on the paper and the little dot right there on the other side. That's all you need. Now the tricky part is you're going to use the red blade and the blue blade. The blue blade is going to cut further in, further out of the pattern. So you want to start with it first. And you're going to want to cut basically from about this line to about this line. Okay, I'm going to check this again because I think I moved it. No, that's close. Okay. So just kind of look and see where your blade is. This yellow part is your blade. These two little knobs here will go in the groove right here in your pattern. So kind of look to see where that dot is and start about right there. Then you're going to go up and around and you're going to stop at about where that other line is, other mark is. Okay, so about right there. Don't move the pattern. Leave everything flat, leave everything straight. And then you're going to use the red blade. And you're going to start about maybe not quite a half inch below that other line. Okay, you want the red line to come down a little bit further than what you did on the blue line. Okay, so just kind of check under there and make sure it's come down a little bit further. So here's where the blue line ends. Here's where the red line ends. Okay, now you're going to move the pattern up. And you're going to move it up far enough where you're going to be able to match the blades. Okay, and actually, maybe I'll turn this around so I can see it better. So I'm just going to spin this around. Now I'm going to put the pattern back on here. And I'm going to match it to where the red blade is going to meet the two longer lines here. Can you guys see that? Let me look this up. Okay. So there you can see here is where the red blade ended. Here's where the blue ended. Here's where the red ended and where the blue ended. So you can see the blue one is just down a little bit further than the red one. That's because when you put this pattern back on here to match up these edges, the red one is going to come in closer to this pattern than the blue one. Now, when I put the blue one in here, I want to make sure that it's going to match up with the blue line as close as possible. So I'm going to pull this up and make it so that the blue blade is going to meet the marks over here. Okay. It doesn't have to be super duper exact, but you'll want it a little bit, want it close. Okay. So that's going to match pretty well. Try to hold the paper down because it could lift up a little bit and you don't want it to do that. Okay, so see how it lifted when I got done? That's how I know that it was cut all the way through. Now I'm going to take the red one and do the same thing. Hold it down gently, slowly, move the blade around, and match up to where your other line was. Okay, now this is going to come off of here like so. We're not done with this piece. Then we're going to take this paper in the middle and we're just going to flip it over. Okay, now actually I'm going to want the flowers that are on the other side. I'm going to want that to show through and just have the little polka dots on the outside. So, and when you do that, it's going to match up really, really close. So then take some tape chips, or if you've got the photo tape, and you're going to want to adhere down the sides a little bit. Okay, so you're going to want this to stay put, holding it together. Now, I like using the tape chips or this photo tape because it'll hold the tape on there, and then when I'm ready to adhere it to my page, then I just take the paper off of it and turn it over and adhere it down. So I'm going to put a little bit more on here just to hold it together. A little bit there, a little bit here. And a little bit on the other side. A little bit there. And a little bit there. Okay, now we need the tail to kind of go behind this. So we're going to get the wavy trimmer out. And we're going to turn this around. And we're going to put the paper in here. I like to center it. For the purpose of this, this wave that we're going to cut, it really doesn't have to be centered as long as you either do keep it both cuts on the top, both cuts on the bottom, or both in the center. So I'm just going to trim it a little bit here just so I get a wavy piece. Then I'm going to move this up about, it's a little over a quarter of an inch. So it's going to go up to not the first line here, what's it that this next to the number 2. It's going to go to the next line up. Let me make sure this stays up so it next to flop down. Okay, so this was the cut line. This is the line next to 2, and then this is another like an 8 right here. So I'm going to line this up with that 8. But like I said, I've got it centered, so it's going to have to line up about right there. Okay, so this line, the second line in. I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom. And that's going to give me about a quarter of an inch of a wave. Make sure that's even. Okay, so now I have this wavy piece. This is now going to be adhered to the back of this. Okay, so I'm going to center this here. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this. Turn this over. And just kind of match it up to where the tips are kind of in the middle of that. And then that's done. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is take your embellishments, whichever ones you want that have gone with the paper that you're using, and then just add a little bit to the middle right here. Okay, these are from the Sunflower Fields Embellishment Pack. I modified them a little bit. Again, I purchased the digital software, downloaded it to my computer, and then went ahead and did a print and cut on my Cricut so that I can make multiples of these. So there's the sunflower fields, and here's some really pretty flowers. Does that cut right? I think I need to punch out this little piece here from the Cricut. Okay, and there it's done. You have the completed border. And then you can add it to your page. I'm going to turn this over and put it on here. Okay, so I can add it here. I can add it here. If I had turned this sideways, I could have had it on the top, could have had it on the bottom across horizontally. I think I'm just going to put it here. We'll just add a few photo mats. We can do this one, this one, this one. That's a little wide. You'd have to cut that down just a little bit. Otherwise, I can put two other smaller ones down here. Okay, so there you go. We're done. What do you guys think? Let me know if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And then if you click on the bell, it will give you notification when my videos come out each week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at deannecmc2@yahoo.com. I've started a Facebook group called Let's Scrapbook with Deanne. If you'd like to join, it's a work in progress. I try to let you guys know of the new products that are coming out, other ideas that I see to share, and stuff like that. So you can request to join and I can let you in and we'll go from there. If you see that you really like this paper or there's other products that you might like, get a hold of your advisor. This paper is still available. The jumbo circle is available. And I think you guys can really use this versatile paper on almost just about anything. If you don't have an advisor, you can go ahead and log on to my website, check it out, see all the new products that we have. We've got some new stuff coming out on Monday, which is a border maker cartridge storage container. Super cool. It holds 32 border maker cartridges and it has room for the holder for the cartridges and uh, the paper holder. I can't ever remember what this is called, but that's going to be coming out on Monday, and I will post about that. So go ahead, check out my website. If you don't have an advisor, I would love to help you out. And otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. Always good to see the ones who are watching regularly. Thank you so, so much. I so appreciate you guys. And let me know what you think. And I will talk to you again soon. Thanks, guys. See ya.